What if the world's most powerful spiritual leader chose to live like the humblest among us? Pope Francis once said, "A little bit of mercy makes the world less cold and more just." Long before he became Pope, Jorge Mario Bergoglio swept floors in a Buenos Aires bar. He was a boy who loved soccer, who helped his grandmother knead bread, and who learned early that faith wasn't about grand gestures, but about small acts of love. Jorge's life was shaped by hardship. As a young man, he nearly died from a lung infection. That brush with mortality left him with a limp and a lifelong sense of empathy for those who suffer. He entered the seminary not to seek power, but to serve. In the slums of Buenos Aires, he walked muddy streets, visited the sick, and listened to the stories of people forgotten by the world. He rode the city bus, lived in a tiny apartment, and cooked his own meals. He became a priest, then a bishop, then Archbishop of Buenos Aires. But he never stopped being Padre Jorge to the people, the priest who would kneel in the dirt to bless a child or sit beside a grieving mother in silence. When the world's cardinals gathered in Rome in 2013, few expected the new pope would be this quiet, humble Argentine. But when Jorge stepped onto the balcony as Pope Francis, he bowed his head and asked the crowd to bless him first. He chose the name Francis after the saint who loved the poor and saw God in all creation. From the first day, he broke with tradition, refusing the papal palace, choosing a simple guest house, and driving a modest car. His first acts as pope were not speeches, but gestures, washing the feet of prisoners, embracing the sick, and visiting refugees. He spoke not from a throne, but from the heart. "Who am I to judge?" he asked. Inviting the world to see every person with compassion, he challenged the powerful, urging them to remember the poor. He called on all of us to care for our planet, to welcome the stranger, to forgive one another. To change the world, we must be good to those who cannot repay us, he said. Even as scandals and criticism swirled around him, Francis responded with humility and mercy. He reminded us that the Church's doors are always open, that no one is too lost for grace, and that hope is stronger than fear. Pope Francis's life is a living sermon. True greatness is found in humility, and real change begins with kindness. Rivers do not drink their own water. Trees do not eat their own fruit. The sun does not shine on itself, he said. Living for others is a rule of nature. As you face your own struggles and choices, remember Francis's example. What small act of mercy can you show today? How can you bring warmth to a cold world, hope to a hurting heart? Let his words echo in your life. Let us not forget to be kind to each other, because sometimes the smallest kindness can change everything.